All right, so first off, I apologize for having to cancel our Zoom for the second time this week. Last night, you guys, I'm so sorry. We're in that stage where I cannot keep things straight, and two basketball leagues that are making me crazy because there's no schedule. It's just like oh, here we go. It's making me crazy, and I apologize because I hate doing that. I was really excited to just see your faces last night, so I just wanted to take 2 seconds because I know coming into conference here next week, it's going to be nearly impossible to find a night that's going to work for the masses to do this Zoom. So I just wanted to briefly tell you guys a couple of things that I was going to share last night, or kind of throw out to you guys to kind of be thinking about, and kind of going forward, what my kind of thoughts were for this leadership group. First off, I want you guys to just save the date for the first Tuesday of every month, okay? So the first, the next time coming after conference for us to kind of Zoom and game plan and just kind of put our heads together will be on the 4th, okay, February 4th, and we'll do this at 9 o'clock. But the first Tuesday of every month, let's just set that in stone. That is our time to kind of powwow and come together. If we need to do them more frequently, we can. If there's a promotion going on and we feel like we need to kind of come together as a leadership team to kind of figure out how we're going to unroll that to our team or whatever that looks like, we can do that. But let's just say first Tuesday of every month, that's our night at 9 o'clock, okay? Secondly, what I was going to have you do in the chat of last night was send me kind of what your goal is, okay? What are you working for? What's your main thing for, this next year? Maybe it can be, the first 6 months or year in general, or, where would you like to see you step up more into leadership so that I can help you grow in that area? Because I'm a firm believer that when you start to, I don't care if you're at Ruby right now, even when you start to present yourself or, show yourself as a leader, you guys, like your confidence is going to go up, your business is going to grow, your team is going to love to see you in that light. But I really, really think, like as Pam Souter says, when you stand up, your paycheck goes up, and I really, really, really believe that. So I want to help you guys grow as leaders because I think it's going to be amazing for your teams, but I think it's going to help you grow your business too, okay? And obviously help Boss Babes in general. It's a win-win-win-win-win. So I'd love to know from you, and you can just message me, what does that look like for you? Where do you feel like you need to grow in the leadership area? Where are your struggles, or, where are your hesitations or your fears, or whatever that looks like? Just so I can kind of maybe put some things in front of you to help you grow in that way. Not if you don't want to, but, just some gentle nudges, okay? Okay, so when I was thinking about this group, you guys, and I'm so excited to have this group together as a leadership team for this year. Like I told you, I just feel like leadership is not a rank. I feel like just because someone hit diamond one time, it doesn't make them a leader. Some people are just natural born leaders, and some of us just kind of want to kind of grow into that no matter what rank that we are. I know that I felt that way at Ruby. And I know many of you guys are feeling that way too, or are ready to feel that way. Maybe you're a little nervous and hesitant, but that's okay. Like, we're all here to just grow together and help our teams grow together. But I really think that that's going to be huge for you. What I'm looking for this year really is just this group to just kind of step up. I want your faces to be visible in our team page specifically. I want you to be visible. I'd love to call on you more on team Zooms, maybe even ask you to lead some Zooms sometimes. Taking that initiative to, maybe you have someone on your team that's doing something amazing. Maybe, interviewing them live one night on the page or through a Zoom would be awesome. Maybe hosting some power hours, if you're going to be working one night from 9 to 10, maybe throwing it into the team page like, hey, who wants to join me tonight? What I'm going to do after this is I'm going to post a graphic with my Zoom sign-on information so that you guys can use that anytime you want. I'm paying for it anyway. We might as well all take advantage of it. And just, obviously, we'll probably have to have maybe like a calendar system or something, like who wants to sign up, like who needs to use the Zoom to Zoom with their team tonight, or who needs to use it to, whatever, to do a power hour. But I want you guys to just feel free to use that space, use it as often as you can. And I just want our team to get to know your amazing faces, okay? Because Boss Babes should not be my team page. It should be our team page. And I want people just to get to know you more. And I think once, people can relate to us at all different ranks, all different goals, all different stages of our life. And I think we all bring something unique and special to our team that they need to hear from you. So maybe you are doing something and it's I don't know, maybe you're doing a host to post and it's blowing up for you. Going live in Boss Babes and sharing that. Like Hannah, I know that you have been enrolling like crazy. I would love to see you go live in Boss Babes. Talk about what you're doing. Alyssa, you're selling tons of samples at your house during your bar sessions and getting people face to face to sell bigger BV items. Maybe go live and talk about that some more. Just when you find something that's working for you, or you're like, man, like I had an aha moment today, going live in there and just sharing that would be amazing. You don't need permission. You don't need to let me know. Just do it. Okay. I just want your faces to become known. And I think it's a good place for you to grow your confidence and grow up in that leadership in a smaller, safer space. That's going to help just your confidence in general, which is going to help your business tremendously. Setting good examples. And what I mean by that is it's going to be really important for us, if we're going to be the ones up front and center as a leadership team, that we're being good examples, right? Like we're being consistent in our businesses. We're consistently posting. We're doing the things that we're talking about. Because as your teams are watching, the leadership, or newer teammates are coming in and, who do I follow? They're going to follow our lead. So setting a good example is going to be really, really, really important. Okay. Like I said, like just hosting, maybe wanting, hosting a power hour, hosting whatever it is. But I just think that those little actions are going to help your confidence grow, and it's going to just help our team overall too. So I would just love to see those things happen this year. I really think that creating better relationships in our downlines is also key for 2020. And it's something that's been harder to do as our team has gotten larger, but I feel like it's so important, okay? Because number one, this truly feels like family to me. And that's one part that I don't like about our team getting larger, is it's hard to get my hands on and love on those people, down in my downlines that maybe I don't really know, right? But that's where we all kind of come in and work together. I want to make sure that your downlines know that you care about them. They know who you are. They know that you're someone they can come to anytime. That should be something up front and center as a leader, okay? And again, you might have one person that's working on your team right now, and you might have 50, and it really doesn't matter. I would treat it the same, okay? I would have a chat or a text group or some sort of space where you and your entire downline have a connection, okay? I think it's really difficult to kind of continue to grow and have your team see you as a leader when they don't have that connection with you, right? They don't really know where your heart is. They don't really know what your goals are, and you're not really there to love on them and cheer them on, right? I think that's a really good space to do that. People usually ask me, when you're kind of talking about leadership stuff, should I just start a new team page? My suggestion would be no. I think a good place to start thinking about starting your own team page is like Triple, okay? Because you want to have some other leaders in that team that can help you grow that page. Otherwise, it's going to be you feeling like you have to fill the space on your own, or just copy and paste from another page. Which a lot of people just feel overwhelmed by too much of that, right? So I think having a group chat or a text message with your whole downline is huge. And I'm not just talking about your personally enrolled people, like everybody. Maybe you signed Susie and Susie signed Sally and Sam. Okay, well, Sally and Sam need to be in your group chat too, right? Like it's your whole family, your whole downline. So making sure that you have that connection with them. And again, like that's it, it's important to just be that that positive light, that person they know they can go to, that person that is cheering them on, reminding them when we have maybe Zooms or something going on, or just being really, really encouraging. What I can say is keep it positive, okay? No matter what, make sure going in, everybody knows this is a place to stay positive, to lift one another up, to share ideas. This is not somewhere to go and complain, right? Like to just vent, all right? And if you have somebody in your chat that is that way, I would just private message them and be like, hey, I'm just trying to keep this super duper positive and uplifting. I can tell you're struggling right now. Like, let's kind of have that conversation, just you and I, okay? Because that negativity, once it sparks in like a chat or a text, it literally just kind of spreads like wildfire. So watch what you're saying. Talk up and not down when it comes to frustrations. If you're having a bad day, if you're mad about your paycheck or whatever, don't go and tell your downline that, right? Because they are feeding off of you 100%. So if you have an issue, look up to your roller and go that way, but don't go down. That's it. That's some of the best advice I have ever gotten. But use that space to game plan. You guys work together. I can tell you every big promotion I've ever had has been all of us working together. And, we talk about all the time, like, I can get into Boss Babes and talk, right? And I can kind of do this overall. But when every little cog, right? So when you have those like rubies and those emeralds and those diamonds, and you're all communicating with those teams are going to feel most connected and able to open up and ask questions when they have access to that smaller group. And then that smaller group is feeding into that, bigger group. And you guys, it really just works. The whole system works so much better when we all are doing our part to reach down into our downlines, love on them, give them the attention they need, be that safe space for them. I promise you, and it's going to not only help you guys just relate more, but even in those months where you're really pushing for promotion, but maybe nobody else is in your downline, what I have experienced is that even the people that aren't pushing for their own promotion will push for you, right? Like they will work harder that month because they know what your goal is and where you're going. And they want to see you succeed, right? So those relationships, you guys, I think we really just have to really just nurture those downlines. Get rid of the negativity or the people that have quit. Make sure all the new people are added in. Like I said, just keep it positive. I think you have to have that space. Okay. So often it's easy to rely on our diamond or above uplines to do the trainings and to reach out and do reminders and all of that. But you're really, 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 really missing the boat if you are not communicating with your downline. You're really missing that connection, okay? It makes a huge difference. Okay. Couple other things I just want your feedback on. How are you liking the VIP access page for the potential distributors to get in there? Are you liking that? Is there any other tool that you guys feel like would be beneficial to have? I'd love to hear it. That's something we could do together. I want you to save the date for February 16th if you're in Indy. That's going to be our Millionaire School. I would really, really, really encourage any of your local teams to get there. This is going to be an unbelievable, intimate training for our teams. Okay, so if you're in this area, please try to come and please try to get as many of your teammates there as you can. I'm going to be implementing a few Wednesdays a month at least. I'm going to do some wine and work Wednesdays just for fun. I don't really care if anyone drinks wine or not, but just like a fun. Wednesdays tend to be a night where we don't usually have as much going on, just to have like some work sessions here at my house. If you're not local, if you have a teammate or two that are local to you, do your own little team sessions. The more you can get together and work together, you guys, the better. I'm just going to tell you that right now. There's nothing better than that. If you're not local to here and you don't have a team growing yet or a big team growing yet that's local to you, that's okay. We'll get you on Zoom. We'll get you connected, okay? I don't ever want you to feel like you don't have access to that smaller setting, okay? We're gonna do what we can to make you feel that way. But even more of a push for you to grow a local team is so that you would have those one-on-one times with your team. I really want to this year, like I said, implementing more one-on-one time, more old school living room meetings where we just sit and work together and have little mini meetings. I want to get back to that. I miss that, and I think we are missing that as a team. And I would love to see us come together as a team and do parties. Maybe it's monthly. Maybe it is every other month. Whatever tends to work for us. I think we go to our specific local areas wherever you are and try to do those parties. Those can be sip and samples. Those can be an overall team launch party for the new people that are in that area, whatever that looks like. But kind of, again, teaching that face to face and getting used to having those conversations is going to help us grow as leaders, but it's also going to help our team feel more confident when they can get around the products more, right? And get around those conversations of how do you talk to somebody that's interested in the business. So that's something that I want us to come together more as well and figure out too. So those were kind of the main things I wanted to talk to you about last night, you guys. I would love your feedback on any and all of those things. But again, more than anything, I just wanted you guys to know, like, you know, kind of what I'm thinking for the Boss Babes page this year. What kind of my goals or thoughts of what this leadership team should look like this year, and just really kind of where I'm going. I am determined to take this team to ambassador this year. I am 100% know that I cannot do that on my own, right? And I'm excited that I get to help and work with you guys to get this team there too. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm super excited. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I'd love your feedback. And February 4th, when conference is done, we'll do another kind of just recap on what we are going to be working on going into February. So see you guys.